another episode of Ready, Set, Spread. It's Bernie and Crispy here. We're starting something new this week, Crispy. We're on a new wave this week.
An enlightenment period, to say the least.
Yeah, we had a talk yesterday, and we've decided to pivot a little bit on the content that we bring you on our YouTube page. We
Clout
need something
chasing
short, quick. Yeah, we're trying to get the trends, man. It's all about trends.
really is.
Engagement. Got to keep the viewers watching. So let's do we're gonna start with our five best picks this week. We're gonna be doing overs, unders, our best pick against the spread, our best money line, and our best dog. And we're just gonna do one pick each, and that's it. That's all you're getting. Not the entire slate.
Yep. So let's get started on our best spread of the week. Why don't you kick us off? NFL Week 10.
All right, we are a spread podcast, so it's only right to give our first spread. And my spread of the week, I gave it off a little bit in the TikTok that'll be being released, but I got the Packers +5 against the Cowboys. It's the man, the myth, the ultimate wafer, Aaron Rodgers.
Hey.
We're already using it.
Wafer. Old wafer.
Old wafer. He's
38.
He's a dried out wafer that still has some lust in him. I believe in Aaron. He owns the Cowboys. If you Google search right now, go on Google right now and Google who owns the Dallas Cowboys. It's gonna be Aaron Rodgers. Not Jerry Jones.
8-1 against the Cowboys. It says. It's pretty disgusting.
Yep, so it's disgusting, and it's at home, so they're gonna have home field this week. I think this is just a perfect setup for Aaron Rodgers, win party against his team that he owns.
Yeah. I own you.
He owns them.
Not the Chicago Bears, but the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow, Aaron Rodgers is pretty wealthy. He owns two teams.
Really?
You know why? Yeah, he owns the Bears and he owns the Cowboys.
Oh, that's true. My bad.
Yeah, he's a double owner. You know why, though, he owns two teams?
How come?
Because he doesn't own his own team. Packers he owns shares of the company. Nobody
That's
owns
true.
them.
Nobody owns.
He had to diversify his portfolio in other places.
Damn. Rodgers needs to get out of that shithole. But he probably won't. And that will bring me to my spread of the week, the team that Aaron Rodgers wish he played for, the San Francisco 49ers. I got the Chargers +7 against the San Francisco 49ers on prime time, Sunday night. Yeah, we got CMC and Debo playing together at the same time, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Like, I think the Niners might win. I think they might, but I know that Herbert shines when the lights are bright. He's got that dog in him, I don't care.
Back?
Huh?
Are any of the receivers back for the Packers or the Chargers?
No, none. And we have the last ranked run defense. And I know the Niners like to run the ball, but I'm purely banking on Herbert in prime time. He keeps it close, and I think they're going to keep this game close. I don't know if they'll win, but they'll cover +7. Yeah.
You see Dan Orlovsky just blowing smoke out his ass today, talking about the Chargers, talking about Justin Herbert.
No, I didn't. What'd he say?
That guy was a mid-tier quarterback and a mid-tier commentator, because he was saying that they don't really take any shots this year. Like the Chargers used to take a lot of deep shots, but he's not taking them this year. Like he wants to, and he'll just occasionally throw a deep ball just for the hell of it, but it's really just throwing the ball away just to show that he has the arm strength to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm the Chargers are out. What? They're 1, they're 3, they're number 4 receiver. They're out a left tackle. They're out all these important positions. What do you want for him? He's putting in an unrealistic situation.
I mean, even when the Chargers did have all the receivers, they were not, throwing those deep shots. But I think the name of the game this year is, can you throw short passes? And if you can, he's going to throw a deep one at the end of the game like he did against the Falcons. When he had to throw a 20-yard, 25-yard bomb, that's a pretty good pass, a deeper throw. He nails them. When he needs to, he hits them. What Herbert really does need to work on is his intermediate to short throws. and he's gotten better, and you know he can crank a 70-yard bomb if he needs to.
Yeah,
You're not going to
he
hit
has
that
arms
all the
on.
time. Yeah. I think it's
He has
smart.
a crazy arm. No,
Yeah.
insane arm. I don't think anyone denies his like talent. I just
Yeah.
think there's just too many injuries around the Chargers. But I do think there's not that much hype on the Chargers this week. I think they've got to start kind of settling it in towards the second half of the season if they want to like make a run for this.
Yeah.
The Niners are kind of sitting pretty, so I think a lot of attention.
They're 4-4?
Yeah, but they still look strong. Like when they win like pretty heroically. Like they look really good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna blow out anyone in prime time. That if there's anything true about the Chargers, they keep it close in prime time. If not win,
it's primetime game too, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be close.
it's gonna be
if
close.
anything.
7
Yeah,
points is a lot of points. If anything, it'll be a push.
That is a low points. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that hitting.
Yeah.
All right, I want to hit our money line.
Yeah. Let's see.
Our naughty stepsister podcast. You know, we're the spread
know.
podcast. Any money line podcasts out there, we're here. We're jumping in. We're infringing on your shit.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the Bucks money line over the Seahawks. It's at home. I don't know. To me, if you stat Tom Brady, like I know you always say that your favorite like depictor of winning games is quarterbacks. Usually, you look at the quarterback. Yeah, Geno's been playing well, but I don't care if Geno Smith wins MVP. I will never see him as being a good quarterback, and it's Tom Brady. You don't bet against Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I think just in the lights. It's in London too. I think that's for Tom Brady's first time ever going to London.
Yeah. I mean, he's under 500, so that makes sense. They send
That's the rule, right?
Yeah, they have to send an under 500 team to London for sure.
But
Or is it in Munich? Or I think it's at Munich.
I actually didn't know. It just says 6:30 in the morning, so I just assuming.
No, it's in Germany this time.
Oh, it's in Germany.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tom Brady's got a lot of German fans. I'm assuming. His wife.
It's sold out. This game sold out in seconds. They said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hush. So
Huge
I think,
fans.
So I think Tom Brady's gonna make his first appearance across the seas, where all of Giselle's, model friends are, and he's just gonna show out for them. You know what I mean? Like most models are like European, so when he goes over there, they'll be like, "Oh, Tom, like we used to talk about him all the time." That's my that's my foreign. Yeah, oh, Tom. Yeah, that's my foreign voice, and they're just gonna be drooling over newly divorced goat out there. So I think Brady's got the win on this money line.
Oh, Tom. I'm coming. I can't wait to see your game, Tom.
Giselle used to say so much about you. You're so tall and strong.
I know, Tom. I've seen your kids so much. They're with Giselle all the time, so we came to see you at your game. Giselle don't know, though. I love that. Yeah, I think that could be your dog of the week, too.
Yeah, it could be, but they're money. No, they're favored.
No way. The Seahawks are definitely favored.
No, they're minus 154.
Yeah, that means the Seahawks are plus 120?
Yeah.
There's no way.
So it says according to Fox.
Oh my god. That's crazy. I would never assume that, but I mean, if
it's Tom Brady, bro. He's a fucking goat, dude. He's going across the seas to fucking play.
Seahawks are tough, bro. The Seahawks are tough.
But look how far Seattle has to travel. Dude, that plane flight's insane. Which direction do you even go?
Pete Carroll will rally his troops.
Which direction do you fly if you're going to Germany from Seattle? Do you go west or east? I really don't know. Can we pull up our freaking...
Probably east.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, definitely east.
Yeah.
You don't fly across Russia and China and all those...
You gotta fly across the Atlantic and then an entire continent, or you fly against our continent and the entire Atlantic.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go near Russia.
My geography stands afoot.
Yeah. I think it's faster to go east. I think. I don't know. But that's hot take on the Bucks. I respect it.
Thank you.
Do you know there's an NFL team playing on Saturdays now?
Which team?
The Colts. as in
Oh, I didn't know
Jeff
that.
Saturday leading the Indianapolis Colts to the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders! Just lose, baby. Lose. Just like me, when I go to Vegas, I just lose. And same with the Colts. They're going to Vegas to just lose. So my money line pick of the week is the Raiders beating the Indianapolis Colts.
Wait, did you say Saturday? I'm confused. Oh, Jeff Saturday. Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
Got it. Okay. It took me a second.
They're
Good one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good one.
I mean, they're basically also a college team now. Like they hired a guy from NFL Network to be their head coach, and the highest that he's ever even coached is a high school football team. So
They translate well.
he basically inherited, a college team in the Indianapolis Colts.
He looks like a big guy. I wouldn't tell him no. If he walked in and he said, I'm going to coach the Colts, I'd be like, sure thing. We have nobody else.
He also talks shit on the Raiders. Do you hear about that?
No, I
Like,
do that.
he said the Raiders are like the worst team in the NFL. Like the day before he got hired as the Colts head coach. That's
Jeez.
tackling
Shout
fuel,
out.
bro. That's tackling fuel for the Raiders.
Tackling fuel.
Tackling fuel.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But offensive linemen get good coaches. It's been proven.
I mean, maybe he'll, develop into a good coach, but it's not going to happen overnight. Like, I think this is a good game for Josh McDaniels to, get back on.
Just toast his ass, yeah.
Get the team right. Yeah, I think they're going to toast him. They fired their offensive coordinator like a week ago for the Colts, and then they have nobody calling plays, really.
No. I mean, their offense is trash, so, I mean, Jonathan Taylor is terrible. I said that before the season started. I said he was the worst number one overall fantasy pick that I've ever seen.
Well, I would assume that their offensive line would have been better for the Colts, but they're the highest paid offensive line in the NFL, and they're last place.
That is disgusting.
Yeah,
Get your shit together, Colts. Maybe that's why you hired Saturday.
yeah. This is a get right game for the Raiders. The Raiders.
All right. My favorite dog of the week. I feel like people might be a little against this one just because there's so much love for the Mafia, but I'm gonna take the Vikings this week.
That's your dog of the week?
I think the Vikings are a good dog this week. Josh Allen, he's not healthy. He's the whole team.
Yeah.
His throwing shoulder's a little injured. He's got a boo-boo. I think if Jay Allen's got a boo-boo, I think that he might not be able to play well.
Yeah. I would kiss it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd kiss it, wrap it, icy hot, whatever needs to be done. He should get the work. I think that if he's injured, though, and he can't play at full strength, I think the Vikings have a really good shot at winning this game.
Yeah. That's actually my dog of the week.
Really?
Kirk Chain Gang Cousins is looking ripped af. If you saw the video of him on the plane after they beat their opponent last week in the Commanders, he was looking dieseled. That looks like a whole different Kirk Cousins, and I think he's got what it takes to beat Josh Allen, boo Josh Allen, and it's not in prime time, so that's even better.
Yeah, this is Kirk's element. When not that many people are watching 1:00 games.
Nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching those games because there's a few of them. Red zone's going back and forth. There's not that much crazy action.
Yeah.
I think this is a Kirk Cousins win game for sure. You think those chains were his, or do you think that?
I think they were donated.
You think they were given to him by one of his people on his team?
Yeah, probably donated. I feel like the only chain that Kirk Cousins wears is his like Jesus piece, and it's just like a $10 like necklace with a cross on it.
Another wafer.
Another vanilla wafer. Add him to the squad.
We got a lot of wafers winning this week.
Yep.
I have 3 wafers in my slot. Tom, Kirk, Aaron, Aaron. That's a 3-peat on the wafer side.
Yeah, we love our Jews though. Let's just put that out there. I know we're in a sensitive time, so let's just shout out to the Jews.
Mazel tov.
L'chaim.
All right. Over. The over's tough. I just kind of was going through the line board or the
Yeah.
board this week, trying to see if any teams kind of piqued my interest on an over. The one that I just see hitting is the Texans and Giants, 40 and a half. It just seems
Mm.
like a disgusting game on both sides of the field.
40 and a half?
Yeah, 40 and a half is the over. So, I
What?
mean, I could see each of these teams at least putting up a few touchdowns
Yeah.
just because there's just no pieces anywhere.
Yeah.
And I've learned when there's no pieces anywhere, the player props aren't coming in hot, so people aren't really betting on like, you know, random receivers on the Giants or the Texans just popping off that week.
Yeah.
So I could just see this being a disgusting game on both sides of the ball, and it just becomes like a shootout.
I think the weather must be bad. I think 40's pretty low. I feel
But
like
even if that's the case, that's fine because I mean Dameon Pierce and Saquon Barkley are like two of the top
Running
the top
backs.
best backs in the league right now.
yeah.
So I mean the defense has got to stop both of them, and I think Saquon coming off a bye, he's gonna be fresh. Dameon Pierce coming off of like a potential offensive rookie of the year
Yeah.
situation, he's gonna be trying to ball out too. So this just seems like a high scoring game, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Yeah. I respect it. I have the Cowboys at Packers as my over. Over 43 points. I think Aaron Rodgers, this is a revenge game actually. Rodgers versus McCarthy. I think
Oh, yeah.
Rodgers wants to show out in like ball, and he's coming off like a rough week. If anything, he's gonna want to put up points, and we know Dak's got enough in the tank to put some points on the board too. So I think he'll hit the over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McCarthy is hated by Aaron Rodgers no matter what. So Aaron Rodgers is gonna want to throw up like a 30 burger on him.
Yeah,
And McCarthy's so big that he's gonna like hear burger and just be like super hyped about it.
yeah. He's like, he hears like rumors in the grapevine. He's like, oh, I heard Rodgers like really wants to. He hates you and he wants to throw up a burger on you. He's like, oh, I love
Oh.
burgers.
Better be Five Guys.
I'm a
This
big-
is gonna be hyped.
Yeah, it's gonna
He
be a
already
Five
has, like,
Guys.
he
He's
has
got his
he
Five
has-
Guys.
He has his order already set, and he just hands it to him before the game starts, and then Aaron Rodgers looks at him and is like, "You fucking fat ass." That's
Yeah,
not what we're talking about.
yeah. Well, in that case, I definitely it's gonna be a big game. A lot of points. You got it under this week?
I do. My under is gonna be a divisional game. It's the Hard Knocks. Got Lions and Bears.
Yeah.
Just the two divisional games. Those games are usually low scoring.
Ooh,
They both
the
have
Har-
high. They have
Hard
high
Knocks,
potent. They have high potent offenses, both of them. So I think they're gonna neutralize each other and kind of slow the game down. Sometimes when overs seem like it's going one way, it's the opposite. So that's kind of
Yeah.
how I'm leaning. I'm leaning on the under just because they both have pretty strong offenses.
How many points you said?
It's a high. It's 48. So
48.
yeah.
I took the same approach as you. Honestly, same exact philosophy. It's just
Uh-huh.
been a weird year. So whatever like high point spread there is, I'll take the under on those. So I took the Lions at Bears.
We got the
Under
one
48 and a half.
with the same one.
Oh, I thought you said Lions at Cardinals for some reason, but that makes
No,
more
no.
sense.
No, divisional game. Lions
Oh.
Bears.
Oh, then I have the exact philosophy.
Yeah,
Exact.
we have the exact same philosophy.
Yeah.
Synergy, bro. We should hammer that.
Yeah. I also think like Justin Fields is just riding a high. There's clearly no bias in the statement. Like I just don't think he's gonna play well in this game, and I hope whoever picked him up in fantasy, I hope he throws like -5 points for you.
Yeah, I saw that happen today, and I promise I didn't say anything. I didn't think he was gonna pick him up, but in my mind, I was like, why would he? Why would
I
Derek do
literally-
that?
I literally told you exactly. He's gonna drop Rodgers and pick up Fields.
I believed you, but then I didn't believe you because his team was so trash and like he wasn't really doing well. But then I looked at how many changes he's done this season, and he has the most out of anybody.
Oh, he
So I was
does.
like, yeah, he has by a lot. Like
Oh,
he has
fuck.
done the most like movement on the wire. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, he actually is gonna take him.
Yeah. I feel like after like 1 point, usually somewhere midway in the season, I stopped making as many moves. I feel like your best chance of getting a good player is between like week 1 and 6. Unless someone really good gets injured and they have a like decent backup.
Yeah.
But even then, like, backups are taken by this point, so I mean, kind of.
Exactly.
But yeah, cool. Yeah, fuck Justin Fields. Is that everything?
Everything.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for listening to NFL Week 10 Best Bets. We'll see you guys next week for some more bets.
All right, see you guys. Drop some comments. Let us know if you guys like this new format.
Yeah, if you hate it, we'll consider going back, but give us your feedback. Also, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We love feedback. Thank you, Chase and Mikey. Peace.
Much peace.